Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another week of daily energy draws. So I want to take a moment and talk about the energies that are coming in. So as we have been channeling for the past few weeks, July feels like a little bit of a breather, a little bit of a lighter month from the energies that we were feeling previously. And that is true. It's almost like we're in a little bit of a cocoon, almost like we're in a little bit of a void, having a little bit of a break from the turmoil and the upheaval and the tower moments, so to speak, that we might have been experiencing previously. What they're actually telling me now is this is integration energy. This is a time of anchoring in. This is a time of coming back to self, reconnecting to self, and reconnecting to source energy. With these, however, you might also be feeling the stirring up of energies. So it's a lighter energy. It might not feel completely calm, might not feel completely balanced. You might still be feeling some resentment, some fears, some just upheaval. But you're going to be working through it and moving through it much more easily. That's where it's going to feel lighter. It's going to feel like almost like this is what they're showing me. They're like it's like almost like you have a test that you've really prepared for, you've really studied for, and when you might be dreading it and dreading it and dreading it, and when the test is placed on your desk, you look it over and like, I got this. I know all of this. This is easy. That's this energy of July moving into August. They're also showing me September. And so I feel like this is really where you're coming into sacred union within yourself and sacred union with your partner. So the energies are feeling like they're lightening, even if in the external and your physical circumstances might still feel difficult. You might still be experiencing challenges, but it's everything that you have been learning, everything that you have been experiencing, everything that you have been evolving into within is helping you to manage what's happening without. And thus they're saying manifest a better and higher timeline. So I really feels like we are birthing this new and highest version of us to create the new and highest version of our life, our human experience, and this new world for the collective as a whole. So it really does feel like July is a little bit lighter energetically. But I want to talk about the symptoms that you might be feeling as well. You might be having very vivid dreams because you're doing a lot of transmuting in the dream state, in the ethereal realms. You're doing a lot of battling. I don't like to say that with the war reference. I don't like to say battling, but there is a very heavy influence of the darker shadow energies, the shadow forces, not your shadow energies, not the shadow work that you're doing within, but it's the dense energy, that soul sludge, that lower density energy that exists in the matrix, so to speak, that's kind of pulling down that lower consciousness. That's kind of fighting those of us who are rising into higher consciousness, trying to pull us back down. There's a little bit of a battle going on right now. And so you're doing a lot of transmuting work for the collective as a whole. And the work that you've done in yourself is what is helping that. So you might find yourself sleeping more. You might find, I'm hearing activations. You might find yourself having more activations, more expansions, more periods where you feel like you are going from one extreme, one emotion to the next, where you feel euphoric and blissful 1 minute, crying in happiness 1 minute, and then feeling grief and overwhelmed and even fearful the next minute. But you are transmuting that fear through you anchoring in, through your work that you've done. You're transmuting the grief, the fear, the resentment, the anger, because you're actually picking up not just on your own past lifetimes and this lifetimes. You're clearing that, but really what's coming in is you're clearing for the collective. You're really clearing for the collective now because of all the inner work that you've done. So it's really important to have that awareness of what you're feeling. But again, don't attach to it. Allow yourself to feel. If you're feeling grief, allow yourself to work through that grief. If you're feeling anger, allow yourself to work through that anger. If you're feeling fear, allow yourself to work through that fear. But have that awareness that you are transmuting it. Don't attach a story to it. Don't attach yourself to it. Allow yourself to feel it. And do what it takes to raise in your vibrations, whether that's dance or a bath or a walk in nature or a talk with a good friend. Whatever it is that you need to raise your vibrations again, do that, because that will help you to anchor back into you, anchor back into that higher vibration, that higher level of consciousness. So there's a lot that's happening right now energetically. You might be feeling these shifts. I talked about dream state, very vivid dreams. Some might even be having nightmares. You might be astral traveling. You might be having expansions, heart palpitations. Always get that checked out by a doctor. Got to have that disclaimer in there. But you might be feeling chest pressure. You might be feeling back pain. You might be feeling body pains. You might be feeling disconnected, emotionally disconnected from your counterpart. You might be feeling emotionally disconnected to source, to the world. That's a call to keep coming back to yourself. When you reach that level of awareness, when you say, oh, I'm feeling disconnected, that's your reminder, that's your call to center yourself, to come back to yourself. Again, what it takes is that self-care to, if you feel like you've been expending your energy elsewhere, bring that energy back to yourself. Focus that love on yourself. Focus that energy back on yourself. Focus that devotion back on yourself, where you do what it takes, whether it's, again, a bath, a walk in nature, prayer, meditation, whatever it is that you need, because your connection with yourself is vital. Your connection with source, which is the same, is vital. So once you connect back to yourself, then you're able to connect with others more fully. Then you're able to embody your highest self, but really keep coming back to that connection within yourself. Okay, so it's a little bit of a juxtaposition that we're feeling here in July, and that's because we had that eclipse season. We have Mercury going direct now. We're still in the shadow period, but we're still feeling the effects of that Mercury retrograde, which really called us to go deep, deep, deep within ourselves. And now that Mercury is going direct, we are looking at, okay, so what do I need to change? Now that I've gone deep within myself and brought up the shadow aspects to my awareness, what was in my subconscious to my awareness, what do I need to change within myself, within my life, to create a better life for myself going forward, to embody the highest version of myself going forward. These patterns, these habits, these addictions, these beliefs were brought up to my attention. Now I get to choose which direction I want to go in to embody the highest version of myself, to create the best and highest timeline for myself. And so Mercury's going direct. There are going to be other planets going direct. We have another new moon in Cancer coming up. We have the 8-8 portal coming up. So these are powerful, powerful portals and gateways that are coming through, that are helping us, assisting us, to embody our highest self, to embody that essence of love, to embody that divinity and that sovereignty. And what they were just reminding me of is Palladian energy. Palladian energy is very, very strong right now. So call on your galactic council, call on your light council, call on your spirit team, call on your archangels, call on who it is that you need for protection, energetic protection, number one, especially when you wake up and before you go to bed. And if there's any challenges in your life, the Palladians are really helping the collective as a whole right now. Other galactic council as well. I work very closely with the Andromedans, but the Palladian energy is coming in very, very strongly right now. So call on them for support and help, working in that pure divine white light. Call on them for that support and that help as well, because they will assist you, but you have to be willing to ask for that support. Okay. I'm going to see if there's anything else. Okay, so we're going to use the Energy Oracle cards. This is one of the very first decks I've ever had, and I don't use it for the dailies very often, but I was drawn to it today, so we're going to use it and see what message we have for the daily. I feel like... You know what, here's what I'm going to do. Since I pre-record all of these, I feel like that was a message in and of itself. I don't want these dailies to be too long. So I'm going to end this video here for Monday as a general energy update for what's going on, just as a general channeling of messages. And then we'll be back tomorrow with a card pull. So you guys hang tight. We'll also be back with a collective reading for, I feel, Divine Masculine energy. So I feel like we're going to be doing a Divine Masculine check-in. So we'll see what comes up when I end up doing the reading. So stay tuned to the channel for that as well. I'm sending you guys so much love, so much light. We'll be back tomorrow with the Energy Oracle cards, energy pull, and I'll see you then.